Welcome, Gunrunner.
Hello everybody, Q&A the Retro Led here, and I have something a little bit different for you with my midweek review this week, where I usually do a book review, but this was something that I thought would make a nice change, and I have done something like it before, because you will remember, if you follow my channel, that I did a video looking at loads of different Atari 2600 catalogues that I have. If you are interested in that video, then you can click the link in the top right hand corner, and it will take you there, so you can give that a watch as well. But yeah, in this one I'm going to be looking at some Sega ones. I'm just using my nice Asian Mega Drive box there as a background. I must do a video on this at some point actually. I keep kind of forgetting about it, so if you thought that's what this was going to be when you looked at it, you thought that was going to feature in this video, then no, it's not. Sorry about that, don't get too excited. But you will notice the lovely $199.99 sticker up there, still on the box as well, from Software Plus, which was my go-to game shop back in the day. Software Plus in St Albans was the one I used to visit the most. It was absolutely brilliant shop, so many happy memories of that place. But yes, we're going to be looking at some Sega catalogues. And I've got some here for the Master System, the Mega Drive, and the Sega Saturn. So a nice little selection of ones to look through. These have been piling up for some time actually, so I've got quite a few of them. But let's start with the Master System. I've only just got one for the Master System, and I've got loads of these. So I don't know if there was ever any others, but this one was certainly pretty common. And when you see it in the game box, it just looks like that, or it might be folded in a slightly different way. But if I open it up, like that, so half, you'll see that it then shows a full display of Master System games there in little squares. You'll notice that it says Master System 2, so this is quite late. So this is probably a catalogue for the 90s. Because it does have stuff on it like Moonwalker there and Dick Tracy. So yeah, it has some later releases on it. But then when we open it, we have like a double page spread, as you can see. This is one reason why I put the box here, so I can open these up. I'm trying to get it so you'll be able to see it all, so we can have a proper look at it. Oh, no, stay. So there we go. Yes, we've got this lovely double page spread where it's split into arcade games, action games, shooting games, sports games, and they've actually got adventure role-playing games down there. So quite a rough kind of way of splitting them up. But yeah, I mean, obviously these are all arcade ports, including stuff like, obviously they're kind of won't stay up. Their kind of main promoted game there is Ghouls and Ghosts, obviously conversion to Capcom, but you've got Columns there, you've got Moonwalker, which actually isn't an arcade game conversion, so they're wrong in putting that there, because the Moonwalker arcade game is completely different. But you've got Chase HQ there, Shinobi, Double Dragon. Strangely with Double Dragon and Altered Beast, they've chosen to use a screenshot of the title screen. I'm not sure why they do that. eSWAT's there, even though again the Master System version is completely different to the arcade game. It just shares the same name, but yeah. Adventure role playing, got stuff like Ultima, Phantasy Star, of course, Golden Axe Warrior, shooting games, Ace of Aces. Well, they've chosen to promote that as their kind of main one there. I don't know, because Ace of Aces is absolute crap. So that wouldn't be one that I'd be promoting at all over, you know, good games like Dead Angle, Bomberade. You know, they're great games. Choplifter especially. Sports games. Heavyweight Champs, the promoted title there, which I'm quite surprised, because I would have thought it would be Joe Montana, because that was the big license there that it shows. Got California Games, World Games, Summer Games, World Cup Italian 90, and actually another big license of theirs. So, and then action games up there, Cast of Illusions, the kind of promoted one, which makes sense, great game. We've got other stuff, you've got Dick Tracy, Cyber Shinobi, Ghostbusters, Wonder Boy Monsterland. And Wonder Boy Monsterland Should they not be in arcade games, given they're both arcade ports? I would have thought so, but there we go. Actually, I just noticed family games here with Sega Chess, Woo, bet loads of people bought that. Casino games and parlour games, which I actually quite enjoy, funnily enough. Although I never found chess very exciting. I'd rather actually play real chess and play it on a computer. I used to have a lovely chess set when I was a kid, like antique one. I learnt to play chess with. That's the back half, so obviously that was the front you already saw. And then just showing the games consoles. You've got Sega Master System 2 there with the peripherals. So you've got the light phaser, the arcade stick thing, and the control pad. And then Mega Drive with true 16-bit power, and of course the new Game Gear handheld. So that's the only Master System one I've got, but still quite a nice little thing. I can imagine people having stuck that on their wall back in the day. So let's go with Mega Drive now. I'll start with probably one of the most well-known ones, which appeared in loads of games, which is this. And these were the ones where they were a poster and a catalogue in one go. There's a few different variations of this. I've just got one here, which is the most common one, which won't all fit on there. But that's the Sonic the Hedgehog poster. I think this is the most familiar one. There is a Super Monaco GP one. I think there is another one, but I can't think what else there is. But I know that there's Super Monaco GP because I've got that one definitely. Perhaps Golden Axe maybe. I can't remember now. But they're on the back. In a way, similar to the Master System one, because what they've done is they've split it into action games, shooting games, sports, RPG, simulation, driving. So they've broken it down a little bit more, as you can see. And then in the middle, they've got shown some of the extras like the arcade stick and the Master System converter. But yeah, each one game has a very, very, very small write-up. But there's lots of stuff, and I believe this poster started being bundled at about the time Sonic came out. It's got Sonic Streets of Rage, Golden Axe 2's on there. So yeah, about the time those games came out. But I remember having these posters on my wall in my bedroom. I remember very, very well having these posters on my wall. Now I can't get it to fold up how I had it before. I'll just shove it over there. Next one I've got is a little EA catalogue. I mean, obviously EA were a big part of the Mega Drive. People have very fond memories of EA's Mega Drive games. That was probably their greatest era as a company, I'd say, personally. And I think most people wouldn't disagree with that, because their output during the Mega Drive era was just absolutely outstanding. And this catalogue, I think, kind of proves it. You see, it's 92 to 93. So, what have we got in it? So that's just like a kind of intro to who EA are and what they do, which is kind of nice. And then, obviously, EA Sports, the NHLPA Hockey 93, John Madden 93, PGA Golf 2, Team USA Basketball, Bulls versus Lakers, and then EA Air Force presents LHX Attack Chopper Desert Strike, which is definitely one of their best games from that era. F-22 Interceptor, and James Pond and Friends, sponsored by Penguin Biscuits, because of course remember they had heavy sponsorship in Robocod. I think they did in the aquatic games as well. I think there was penguins in that, wasn't there, as well? There's the original James Pond 2 Robocod, the aquatic games, and James Pond 3's there as well, actually. Wasn't sure if that was out there. In fact, there's only a little bit on that, just looking, so maybe perhaps that's only a preview saying it's coming soon. Yeah, it's just only a little mention of it at the side there. So then Action Shadow the Beast, good port on the Mega Drive. Crew Ball, which I like. Motley Crew pinball games, good. The Lotus games, of course. And an interesting thing actually about the Lotus games on the Mega Drive, which a lot of people don't realise, is Lotus Turbo Challenge on the Mega Drive is a port of Lotus 2 from the Amiga and ST, and Lotus 2 on the Mega Drive is a port of Lotus 3. So it's really confusing. They never converted the original Lotus game to the Mega Drive. Road Rash 2. Rolo to the Rescue. What Shadow of the Beast? Oh dear. Shadow of the Beast 2. Galahad. Risky Wood. Zombie High. Did that even come out? I don't remember that Zombie High. Or was that Zombies Ate My Neighbours? I'm not sure. Perhaps someone can tell me in the comments. Might have to look that up now. Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Powermonger. Yeah, that's it really. Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. So there we go, and that tells you what's available on the back there. So that's a nice little EA catalogue. Quite good that. Speaking of EA, I've got a couple more EA things here actually, which we can look at. A few more, in fact. So first, I've got this little one from '96, a really late one actually, because that was pretty much when the last games were coming out on the Mega Drive. I think the last was FIFA '98, wasn't it? I think. So it would have been last released year, but it's the Sega Genesis, 32X, and Game Gear. So this is an American catalogue by the looks of things actually. So yeah, we've got Madden 96, NHL 96, FIFA 96, NBA Live 96, PJ Tour 96, Tough Man Contest, Coach K College Basketball, Triple Play 96, and then this is 32X, so FIFA 32X, Tough Man 32X, and some Game Gear like FIFA Soccer, Madden 95, NHL Hockey, Baseball, and that's it really. That's just a little American catalogue, which you might not have seen if you're a Brit like me. Then I've got this one, which was obviously in Rugby World Cup, as you'll see, because it also has, in the middle there's just a little card that was shoved in the middle. We can send it off. I think that means you can get tickets for the rugby. I'm not a rugby fan, so no thanks. And then one side is completely blank, and then the other side has a quite crappy World Cup Rugby 95 poster. Yeah. Nothing very exciting there at all. So we've got another EA one here actually. Again, it's a poster style, but it looks like a catalogue from the front. So it's a bit like the Sega one, really. And then you open it up, it's actually very like the Sega one. Because one side is like this, so it breaks it down: strategy and adventure, action, James Pond and Friends, EA Air Force. So it's the same kind of themes as that actual EA catalogue that we looked at. And then on this side, oh, Zombie High. There we go. That's what Zombie High was. It would have been The Haunting, starring Poltergeist. It was obviously originally called Zombie High. That solves that one. Mutant League Football, Bob, Jungle Strike. This has got some more recent ones other than that catalogue actually, because Road Rash 2, General Chaos. So yes, this is updated over the other one, which is 92, 93, and this one is purely 1993. So there's another one. So let's have another Sega one. So this one looks like a Sonic Spinball manual, but it's actually not. So let's again, this is open it up like a poster style one. So one side we've got a lovely Sonic Spinball poster. Just say I never had this one back in the day. I'm sure it would have been on my wall if I did. And then more mega hits from Sega, as you can see. So all sorts of stuff. And this is quite a late one, because you'll see there is the Mega Drive 2 at the bottom, Game Gear Mega CD 2. And it shows the Menace, a gun, and it shows 6-button joypads down the bottom, including the wireless ones. But some good stuff on there. Eco the Dolphin, Dr. Robotnik. There's some Mega CD games over there, like Batman Returns, for example. In Excess Met with Video, Sewer Shark. Street Fighter 2's on here, down there. Just here, on my hand. Silpy, Jurassic Park. So that it looks like the CD games actually mixed in. Night Traps there, Sonic CDs there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Dump that to one side, and there we have. I've got a tiny little 32X catalogue. Came from somewhere, and this is quite strange because it opens up like this. So it's it, and then the other, and then so you've got hardware specifications there in the middle, as you can see, and some games that are coming out for it. So it's just like it might have been a leaflet that they would have given away in shops, perhaps, rather than something that came in a game. This has got it in all different languages, and then it looks like Virtua Racing at the bottom. So yeah, funny little thing, that one. I've never seen one of those before. I bought a big bundle of stuff recently off eBay, and it was in that. And then I've got another EA one to finish off the Mega Drive stuff. So it says, bringing the world of electronic arts to your doorstep. So there we go. Kasparov Chess, Strike Command. I think it's PC as well. Syndicate, Jungle Strike. This isn't just exclusively Mega Drive. So that it's got an application form to join some sort of EA membership club. And then it says about you'll get a magazine as well. And this was shoved in the middle of it as well, which is just a little flyer for the four-way play, which introduced like FIFA and Madden and stuff. So you could play it 4-player with a card. So yeah, not a lot to that, but I thought it was worth including. And then lastly, I have a couple of Saturn catalogues. I think people will be pretty familiar with these. These were shoved in a lot of games. So these open like so, as you can see. So on this one we've got Knights. They've got just shows lovely artwork. I really liked these ones. Story of Thor, Discworld and Destruction Derby there. Athlete Kings, Exhumed, such a good game, Exhumed. Wow, really showed what you could do with the Saturn. So well done. Tomb Raider, which a lot of people forget was a Saturn exclusive to start with. Three Dirty Dwarfs, Virtua Fighter Kids, Virtua Cop 2 there, and Fighting Vipers. Love Fighting Vipers. In fact, I'd rather play Fighting Vipers than Virtua Fighter. I love the mechanic of knocking people through the walls. It's probably one of my favourite Saturn fighting games, actually. I loved it. And then I have another one which is actually very similar but came later. So again with the Saturn logo, but it's the same kind of thing. So it opens up long ways. So there we go. Duke Nukem 3D, Atlantis, Lost Tales, Last Bronx, Sonic Jam, Sega Touring Car, Formula Karts, Discworld 2, Sega Worldwide Soccer 98. Loved that game so much. Brilliant. And then on the back, Jurassic Park Lost World, Quake, Resident Evil, Dragon Force, Wipeout 2097. So not all Sega games either. You notice with the Sega catalogues, there's third-party stuff in there as well, like Capcom games and stuff like that. But that's it. That's all my Sega catalogues. I thought it'd make a nice little interesting nostalgic video, and I hope you enjoyed reliving some of that nostalgia with me. I thank you for watching as always. I've been the Laird, and I'll see you all again for another video very soon. Bye bye.